We're live. Hey, man, there's something on your screen. There's something on your screen.
Oh, hey. You know what it is, y'all.
On the screen.
My bad, y'all. Savage AF. You know what it is. It's your boy, Black Pedro.
What's going on? This is Shang, and I apologize for being gone. It's all Sandy Brown's fault. Make sure y'all blame Sandy Brown.
What's her handle? Sandy Brown Live or something like that?
Something Sandy Brown, say it again, I'll knock you down. But no, because going home ran out of gas. So I'm fucking with it. But it's true. But
that's a lesson to these ladies out here. All right, don't be in these streets half tanking, okay?
Right.
You know, slang some labia if you have to, but get that tank full.
Wow.
Keep it full.
Wow. Didn't expect that to come.
Listen, ladies, you have all you need to get the resources that you need in this world. Right, don't ever walk around on E or drive around on E. Okay. Well, you gotta keep that tank above half.
You got to,
because you can't be out in these streets. What if she was by herself at night and that happened? You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what that means. It's Rapeville.
I mean, you know, that's a
wow. I took that.
That's just dangerous. I was just gonna go with a general dangerers.
Yeah, that escalated. That escalated pretty quickly. Yeah,
nothing specific, but dangerous.
But you went straight to rape. Sorry, everybody on the feed.
Stay safe, ladies. And speaking of everybody on the feed, I see y'all. Thank y'all for joining us, like Nicole H, Lady Hazel May, Breezy JJ's, RVA Gourmet. I saw you. Wendy's in the building. My mama, baby daddy mama is here. Miss Adverb done got me pregnant, but you know, ain't paying for shit.
Yeah,
but complaining about the heat. Yeah.
I'm tired of her activities. All right. And once she pays you, it's gonna be a happy day. It's gonna be a happy day.
Now, Miss Lady Hazel May, I need you to get to know your body better. She said, Professor Pedro, what is labia? Girl, you got two labia. It's your two vagina ellipses. The sets. There's on the outside is the labia majora, and on the inside, the inner lips are called the labia minora.
Right.
Okay. You know,
I'm
a connoisseur, girl, so I know I get to know what I eat. So that's what it is.
And I'm gonna let her know. Also, your uterus is part of your utility bill. I didn't know if you knew that or not.
Okay. Yeah. So,
like if you look in your utility bill, you'll see the different things you have to pay for, and uterus is one of them.
Mm-hmm. You know what it is.
I didn't want to put that out there completely, but I had to.
Look at Miss Aver, minora. Yeah, I don't think that's how it's spelled, but it's you know, phonetically it's the same.
It's the same shit.
Majora and minora, your labia, ladies. Let's go. I don't know how we started off the show with lips, but between your legs. But you know what it is, y'all.
It's your
Savage
fault.
AF.
It's
yeah,
totally your
fuck
fault.
your feelings. Facts do matter. We're here Monday through Friday. Mondays and Friday, typically, we're on at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tuesday through Thursday, typically, we're on at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. RVA Gourmet, I see you with your little nasty nicknames. The twins, they fold. You stupid. But if you don't catch us live on YouTube or Facebook,
go to
simultaneously.
Yes, make sure you go to the YouTube channel. And subscribe. I'm sick of telling y'all this.
There's the URL right there.
It's the URL is right there. Go to Savage AF World. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're almost up. We're above where we need to be, but we're not where we need to be. And without you, we can't do it. Also, subscribe to the goddamn podcast version of the show because it makes you a healthier, better person. Your orgasms are stronger. You look better. Your skin's better. Also, when you walk, one of your feet won't turn the wrong direction. So make sure you check us on
your slew foot.
Right. iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and from the R&B connoisseur that we like to call the Brown Bomber Lover. What's the next one? Hit them with it.
SoundCloud, yeah, girl.
Wow.
Oh man, yeah, that was that was off the top of the dome.
That was
That was from the
amazing.
heart. That was from the heart.
I'm saying all I thought was from the window to the wall till sweat down, run my balls, and all
Yeah,
you
from the
bitches
windows to the
crawl.
walls. Yeah, from the windows to the walls.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what he basically just gave you something so tasty and delicious you don't even know what to do with it. And by the way,
Speaking of,
Miss Adverb, you're talking a lot of shit.
she said it's the Yin Yang twins, Majora and Minora. Hey, ladies, whatever you call your yin yang, just get to know your body.
Miss Adverb, I looked at some pictures on your IG, and you have a fantastic set of breastises. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I just put it out there. I just want to put it out there.
Yeah, that was it. Okay. I'm gonna leave that for you and the audience.
You sure? You
sure
you want to leave that for me?
No, that's you take that home with you.
Exactly.
Savage AF, y'all. You know what it is, man. We're also on Instagram, as you see it crawling across the bottom of the screen. So make sure you're following at Savage AF Radio on IG and at Black Pedro at Comedian Shang.
Yes,
you know,
and when you follow at Black Pedro, make sure you inbox him something nice. Say, Pedro, nice skin. Pedro, stop robbing dollar stores. You're never going to be a good criminal if you do that.
Hey,
ever.
Brother, I nickel and dime my way to the top.
You know how many Dollar Trees you'd have to rob to really make a dent and things? So stop doing it. And
That's
also follow me at Comedian Shang. And for me, inbox me something sexy and delicious that you could send. I don't know what. And men, no men allowed. No men, don't send me that. Look, I was on IG Live one night and some dude jumped in the live because, I was adding people because you can add 4 people now. And I was adding people and he just pulled his dick out. So it was, and everybody went, and I shut the shit off because I was like,
yeah, that's why I don't be adding. We can't be adding random motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did. I was just like, oh, everybody jump in and party. So that was a mistake. It'll never happen again. So make sure that you do all those things when you subscribe to us and share with your friends. I know we got to get into the rundown on the run up on the rundown one time. A
few of the ladies were there for Ballgate Live. Miss Aver, Nicole H. Miss Aver, she there for the balls. That's why she signed up trying to act shocked. Shut up. That's how we met.
Yeah.
Anyways, Savage AF, AJ Fit, I see you in the building, man. You know what it is. Let's get it in, y'all.
AJ Fit. Yeah.
Hey, it's in the name,
what's going on, brother?
It's in the name. It's in the name, man. Get motivated, y'all. Speaking of motivations, we're going to end today's show. It is June 29th, 2021.
Yes.
We got to do better. That's our SHANGRY for today. We're going to end with that. We got to do better. A Black Pedro pop-in is dedicated to a very special day as well today. Yesterday was a special day. I talked about it. Today's another special day, posthumously. But open the door, Richard.
Mia? What do you say?
Open the door, Richard.
Why you say? What you mean?
That's my theme for today. That's my Black Pedro pop-in. We'll talk about it. Stay tuned. But before we get into that, REMASK.
Yep.
Not remix, not rewind, but REMASK. LA County is actually pushing for, not mandating, but masks indoors. Let's talk about it, man. But before we get into that, the court has ruled. And
has it ruled? Why you say it like that?
Ruled.
Why is that how they saying it now?
I don't know. It just came out like that, man.
It just came out that way.
I freestyle, bro. It's off the dome.
It happens.
It's off the dome.
Let it happen.
SCOTUS, right, upholds the CDC ban on evictions. I think that's important. Let's talk about it. Yeah. But before we get into that, what is it good for?
Absolutely.
Nothing. War, y'all. We're starting off today, June 29th, 2021. Savage AF, Black Pedro, Comedian Shang. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. The fact is, the United States of America,
fuck yeah. Saving the motherfucking world, yeah.
I believe in his exit speech as president, Dwight Eisenhower, former military general, was the first that I believe obviously through recordings or whatever, was the first I heard to speak of the industrial military complex. And I don't care who we vote for as president of the United States, the industrial military complex will proceed as long as it exists. And when I say that, I am talking about the fact that the United States is bombing or has bombed targets in Syria.
Yep.
In response to, attacks on, bases there.
All right.
Yeah, Barack Obama did more drone bombings than anybody.
Yeah, Barack Obama did it, but right now,
obviously George W. Bush was, he got us into Afghanistan and into that region and into Iraq for the longest running U.S. war ever. But even Joe Biden, this is a
continuation. It's basically a continuation. And Biden's like, bomb there, bomb there, bomb there. If everybody looks under your seats, if you look under your seats, you get a bomb. You get a bomb. You all get a bomb. I think that the bottom line is we have bombed the shit out of them. We've absolutely bombed the shit out of them. And it's not just Syria. It's places that are around Syria. I just don't understand what we're so busy sucking up. We feel like we got to show we're tough, and Biden even's doing that, and Syria's really taking it to the face right now.
Yeah, I mean, either way, I guess I'm not really even getting into, for me personally, the issue of whether we should be bombing there or not. I'm just like, that's what we do, Yeah. Just the president of the United States, Joseph Robinette Biden, might seem like your average good old grandpa chocolate chip cookie milk guy. He's just like, let me tell you a story. It's kind of, but at the end of the day, all of these dudes, Democrat, Republican, Bernie Sanders, they all hit that button. Yeah, not that Bernie does, right? He's never been in there, but it just seems like whoever is president, no matter what they were before,
Bernie Sanders would do it too.
You're gonna have to. And maybe Bernie would have called Bernie would have against this.
I want y'all to know I'm gonna probably do a little bit of bombing, not a lot, but a little, maybe a small amount, a smidge, maybe a schmeckle, a schmuckle, but we're gonna bomb. Is what I'm saying. Let it happen. We're gonna bomb. Enjoy. That's what's going
exactly. So there's as a president, when we talk about that button, it's usually reference to the nuclear. The nuclear button to launch all the bombs.
Right.
But Queen Bee says he always was trigger finger. I think she's talking about Reagan specifically, but it could apply to all of them. Like all presidents have that trigger finger.
Well, and what would you do, Pedro, if once you were able to blow some shit up? Would you?
Ooh, what do this button do? And what do this button do? I mean, listen, I played Call of Duty, many different versions of it. So yeah, I get the urge to just click buttons and watch shit blow up. Yeah, man, that sounds fun. Archeo Mom says, "What the fuck? No one is free until we are all free." She's hoping that Bernie would not be that guy to do that. I would hope so too, but Bernie, they're never gonna give him a chance. So. And maybe that's why, maybe that's why is because he wouldn't be the dude to uphold the industrial military complex. But every president who has ever served, pretty much has been a part of it. And we are a society that is run by corporations, and some of the most lucrative and powerful and, lucrative and powerful, I'll just leave it there, are the weapons makers, the Lockheed Martins and things of that nature.
Right.
So, it makes sense that this country, to a certain degree, a large degree, is run by that industry, and it's why we're always in the middle of some shit and about to bomb some shit or ready to fire on some shit.
You know why we bomb shit? Because we got it. We bomb because we got it. We get a surplus of shit. It's like, hey, man, hey, it's the same shit. Hey, I wonder what this one does.
But
next thing you know, you're looking at, hey, is this where they vacation? Not no more. Boom.
If your company makes bombs and they don't, and the people who buy your bombs don't use your bombs, then they don't need more bombs. And then you don't need to make more bombs. And then you out of the bomb business. And that ain't bomb business, right? So bomb business says make bombs, use bombs, make more bombs.
Right.
Sell
If
more
you're going to
bombs.
bomb,
Can't sell more bombs unless you use bombs. Testing, sure, you can test bombs.
Right.
But eventually, yeah, okay, they work. You stop testing the bombs. Now you got to use them. You gotta use the bombs.
And then what you're going to do once you got the bombs, you know what you got to do? Blow some shit up. See that? Boom, bam, blow some shit up.
You know why?
Yeah.
Nicole H says, we bomb shit because America. Fuck yeah. America.
The only bombs I want to see is Gerard Carmichael.
Yeah. Lick shots by there.
When he does a set on HBO. Yeah, I like watching that kind of. Yeah, fuck it.
Don't tear the black man down. Come on, bro.
It's a blast from the past.
Supposed to be brothers, man.
Boom. No,
we're supposed to be brothers, man.
We supposed to be brothers, man. What happened? What happened, nigga?
Watch you end up being the director of this show one day.
Yeah, no. And fire me. We don't need that one. Get him out. No, he ain't gonna. I wish a motherfucker would. Listen, the reason I think that America does that is one thing is now you got to understand Syria. There's been war in that region forever and ever and ever, and you got to take a side of which one you want to fuck up the most. And they look at the map and go, you know, you got all this shit around there, Tadur, Hims, Hama, Dalib, Halab. Got to blow up something. So let's blow them up. And that's what I think is basically what the case is. I just think that it's definitely not about, oh, we're trying to save humanity and empathy. And it's about, we got shit and we like to see, but blown up. But you know what, though? Honestly, I'm going to keep it real. You do kind of like to see shit get blown up. Let's be real. Come on. I went shooting with Pedro and it was kind of cool. We shot the handguns. That was cute and all. But when we used the shotgun, that shit was kind of fly. Let's be real.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, like Tim, you know, the Tim Allen out or whatever, you know, it brings out the beast in you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sure. But the reality is, you know, America, you know, demolishes lives and societies and countries, really for the sake of profit for these few companies, the Koch brothers and shit like that. Koch Industries, they make a bunch of weapons. Lockheed Martin, shit like that. You know, it's like, is that why? Is that why we're really in the game, y'all? But we'll keep it moving, man. But you know, war is good for nothing. It ain't gonna get us nowhere. And the last thing we need is a goddamn to be entrenched in Syria in a fucking war.
Well, yeah, but you know what? Every time we try to get out of a war, they always find some kind of reasons. We need to get back and blow some shit up. Are you kidding me, brother? We need to blow shit up.
Every time I try to get out, they pull me back in.
And you know what? Nicole H, you're right. America, fuck yeah, man. So that's what we do. That's what Americans do. And I can see a lot of the people on the wow, Carolina Boss had to throw that in there. Nothing like a AR-12 gauge. Okay, I agree with you. But in this case, the thing is, we never talk about the fact that you got terrorists we're trying to blow up. I get that. We are against the people who are terrorists. But they never talk about how many people, Pedro, that are just people trying to live their fucking lives that happen to live in Syria and their collateral damage too. We never talk about that. But here, we lose one American, and that might have been a motherfucker that needed to be killed. And we act like, oh my God, it's fucking Billy Bob's dead, you sons of bitch. We gotta fucking get revenge, buddy.
Proud to be an American.
Yeah, I hate that fucking song. I don't know why. I hate that song, and I'm starting to hate American flags. Every time I see American flag, I just go, fuck that.
Well, here's a reason to believe again, Shang, okay?
Oh, wow.
We are a system of checks and balances, and in the face of a pandemic in which things got crazy financially, socially, medically, scientifically. People just stopped believing in science.
Yeah.
People weren't able to work. Not able to work. The only reason to work is you pay the fucking rent, pay the mortgage. Once you stop doing the rent or the mortgage, then you typically get kicked out of your place after a while. Eviction is what they call it. The CDC, Center for Disease Control, put a halt on evictions last year, or called for it as part of the pandemic to not have people out on the streets spreading the disease more, so people could stay in their homes and shelter.
Right.
Well, the Supreme Court has upheld a federal judge's ruling that this ban should stand.
It should stand. So
the Supreme Court has upheld the CDC's ban of evictions, and in all of the face of this craziness, it's just good that somebody has some common sense. Not one of them is Clarence Thomas, though. He was one of the 4 conservative to vote against this, and apparently allow landlords to evict people.
But right now, and he doesn't have a problem to evict people. And even though Schlim from, why am I getting evicted?
No, what was his name, man? It started with an O, like Otto. That's his name. Yeah.
So, I mean, right now, you got to look at it. And by the way, I like the fact the Supreme Court did this. No.
You will not be evicting people.
There will be no evicting from the court. I don't know if it's somebody doing that with their vagina, but
Archeo Mom says stop eviction now. It's inhumane. For sure.
Well, you know what? You got people that are conservatives that are always on the side of big business, always on the side of the landlords, and have no empathy or humanity anyway. And I'm not saying all conservatives, but there's a lot of conservatives. For some reason, they always seem to fall on the side of fuck over the little people, fuck over the poor people. And they always fall on the side of the top 1% of the 1%. Give them more gold so they can have gold to beat the poor to death with. If you see really rich people beating poor people to death with bars of gold, you know that the conservatives have backed them.
The forever purge is on.
Yeah.
Nicole H says it's pretty dang hard to evict someone without COVID-19. That depends on where you live. I can't confirm or deny that. It really depends on where you are regionally, because state by state it does differ. I know in LA it is hard to just evict somebody. You know what I mean? You can't slap a thing on somebody's door and start throwing their couch out the window the next day, right? Like, you
have to give them a certain amount of time.
It takes an amount of time that you can appeal it. You can, delay it. But like, there are ways to, extend. Evictions can go on for a while. But in some places in America,
they come there that day.
No matter what that while is. I don't know if it's same day shit, but some states do not have the same amount of time and leeway for evictions, and then they will show up, and probates and sheriffs will come to your door and put you out of your house on the street. You could be fucking a young couple or an elderly widow. It doesn't really matter.
You could be a one-leg person and they'll basically say, hop your ass the fuck out of your own place.
Mm-hmm.
And while you're hopping out, they hit you in your back with a couch. That's the part I don't understand. Now in Houston, there was one day where the guy was bragging about, yeah, man, I did 84 evictions today. You cunt. Okay, that's the type of person that you need to actually grab some corpse's fist, and they're all really hard from rigor mortis, and beat that nigga with somebody else's dead fist, or somebody that just died from an eviction, grab their body and beat them with the corpse body for saying shit like that. Because that's just, come on, man.
RVA Gourmet adding a layer here. She's evictions also harm your credit report, become public records, and impact your ability to move elsewhere. So, this is where one of the, we see how things can compile and, sort of exponentially become worse once a thing, the one event like an eviction takes effect.
And once it takes effect, you could absolutely be fucked forever.
And then REA Gourmet adds, not to mention, the psychological toll. So yeah, that, and then the reality of just being homeless now once you get evicted, because if you're getting evicted from one place, you likely do not have the resources to just move to someplace else.
Right.
And then what do you do? And now how do you eat? And where do you shit? And how do you stay clean and mentally healthy and happy? So it is a, a sort of, it's a building effect, a compounding effect.
Well, to a point, it's one of those things I think that makes you go, well, that's why the violence is increased. That's why, because you think nobody gives a fuck. And an eviction to me is like, listen, obviously I've been down, I had to work or something happened. And if the landlord's like, well, I have money to pay, but the landlords that own the building and they're multi-millionaires, y'all can hold on for a second. I got something. I just, there you go. That was for you. Because they fucking know.
I mean, the whole idea was that the government was supposed to provide programs to relieve lenders so that they don't have to pressure lessees, you know what I mean? Borrowers, renters, things like that, right? Like, we get it. Yeah, landlords need their money too. Sure, I get that. I'm not saying fuck them, they don't get, but the government money, the relief should have either gone to people's pockets so that they can pay rent, or gone to the lenders so that people don't have to pay rent. But it can't be some people get some money, others don't. And now, fuck it, you just got to pay rent and get the fuck out. Like, without properly setting up a system that supports each and every citizen, literally each and every American. That's the responsibility, man. We have the resources. They dug in, but the couch. They pulling out trillions, my dude. They pulling out trillions.
They're pulling out trillions. But what I'm saying is, I don't have a problem with businesses wanting to be big businesses, but it's just, obviously you have to take the things into account that happen, period. And they just don't. They don't. And it's frustrating for me. Mm-hmm. It's frustrating to me, especially the way to do it. But I do like the fact that they said, you know what, the no to the evictions, and maybe he'll find a home. That's all I want.
Nicole H is offering advice of desperation: get a part-time job at a restaurant for food, or DoorDash or Uber Eats and eat their fries. That's the reason they had to put the sticker on the bag to be like, nobody ate your fries. Nicole did not eat your fries because the bag is sealed.
The fact that you even brought that up shows
we love you though.
How much of a thug you are. And
look at her. She like, you gotta eat, gotta do what you gotta do.
But you ain't gotta take. Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, would you do that, Pedro? If you got to that point?
I mean, bro, I get free food at my restaurant all the time. I work at a restaurant already.
Oh, first off, quit bragging. Let's start there. Jesus Christ.
Shit. There was a good year where I barely grocery shopped. I was just, we used to have this Bloody Mary card with fresh vegetables and all kind of shit on it, and meats and cheeses, and at the end of the day, after the cart was done, the restaurant ain't gonna do shit with it. I was coming home. Tomatoes, I made sauces and all kind. Man, stop. Nigga, I feel the game. I know what you're doing. I would not eat nobody. Like, I'm not gonna walk your plate of fries to the table and nibble and take a few. Like, ooh, this one don't even look right.
So you ain't never did that?
No, not on the way.
Oh, come on, man. Never. You never stuck your finger in somebody's mashed potato and said, "Mwah." You never did that?
No, my dick, yeah, but not my finger, dog.
Wow.
We joking, guys. Come on, these are jokes.
Excuse me.
By the way,
Me.
be kind to your server.
Yeah, exactly.
Be kind to your server.
I thank you for your service and stuff, but these potatoes taste incredibly salty. And I want to know why. I didn't ask for so much salt. And you just stand there smiling.
Is there dick meat in these potatoes?
Because I think there's dick meat in these potatoes. I think you did something to them. Well, next time you know how to tip, you motherfuckers.
Well, you motherfucker. Don't come in here with all that fucking sassafras.
Yes, all that sassafras in your foul ass mouth. Guess what happens? Dick in your potatoes.
Hey,
boom.
speaking of foul mouths.
You know what? I'm gonna give that to you because you beat me to it. But go ahead, guys.
There we go. LA County is asking. There's no longer. We're not in mandate land anymore, but they're asking for people to mask up indoors.
Right.
Even
if you're vaccinated.
If you are vaccinated.
Mask up, people.
Which sounds weird, but it connects to our previous story where the CDC is wants a ban on evictions. The Supreme Court held that up because they don't want people out on the streets spreading the virus anymore than it already is. Want people to be able to have a safe, sheltered space where they can isolate themselves. But once you do all of that, like we did for a year and some change, went through the thing and got vaccinated.
Right.
And the CDC on a national level, scientifically is like, bro, if you're vaccinated, you're good. Even with the variants and the Delta and the Gamma and the Alpha and the X-Men or whoever else. Goddamn,
wait a minute. Did you just say
Magneto virus or whatever, nigga?
I don't know. I don't think that's.
They said the vaccine. No, they said Magneto cannot do shit to me.
But I don't think
even though they say you more magnetic in your arm now, whatever. Magneto can't fuck with you.
I don't think it's actually Magneto, the villain from X-Men. I really do think it's something else. I think it's.
I just know there's a lot of variants. Gamma, Delta, Alpha. I think one of them had to be Magneto.
I think that's fraternity. Yeah, I think it's
G5G. Yeah, the G5G variant.
Now that one I heard is pretty bad.
Yeah, no, that's a bad one, man. School days.
I mean, but the CDC. I wanted to ask you because when I saw that what we're going to be, talking about, do you agree with that? Because I agree with that. I'd rather listen to the CDC than
the streets are calling my name. I must go to the streets. I've done everything that you have asked me for. Okay, I stayed home. I took care of my mother. Okay, I went to the grocery store. I wiped down everything. Have you ever wiped a cucumber? It is very awkward for a man.
Okay? I know some of you women have wiped down cucumbers because you're nasty. But
for a man, it is a very awkward experience.
It's very nasty. You're nasty.
I did all the scientific things.
Yeah, but I'm just telling you right now.
So when they tell me, when the science says that the vaccine has me safe and I don't have to wear a mask anymore, I'm not doing that. So here's the thing with LA County is at this point with the variants, we are seeing a spike in cases. Okay.
Right. In cases of people, hold up, make sure the cases of people. It's the case of people that aren't vaccinated.
Give it to them.
Okay.
Give it to them.
Okay. The people that aren't vaccinated, this is them. This is okay. And they're like, I don't want to wear a mask anymore. Well, then maybe
fine. Go. Don't do it. But you are at a greater risk at this point if you do not
already. And the Delta, did you hear about what the Delta can do?
I know they can step their asses off. Go, girl.
No. Yeah, go, girl. No, the Delta variant is not only more contagious, and y'all can check it out, it's more deadly. It's like if you get it, very good chance it's a wrap, or at least you absolutely positively will end up on a ventilator. And once you're on a ventilator, you're tiptoeing. Does that make sense what I'm saying? It's like you're really close. Whereas in people they said that Dr. Sanji actually said he is very impressed by the vaccine. The vaccine has been incredibly effective. The technology we have now actually is justified to show you that we might not even need a boost. The people that got the vaccination.
They say it
But
might last years now.
Right. The people without a vaccination, which, by the way, primarily is red states. The numbers of people that aren't vaccinated is primarily red states. The red states are really, it's more about their ideology. It's not even about health. These fucking idiots. And they're like, I'm not wearing no mask. I'm not putting one on. I just don't want to. I just don't want. It's just stupid. And man, put it this way. Wizards are wearing masks.
There you go. Gandalf the Grey.
Gandalf the Grey. Yeah.
But okay, so here's the thing. Here's why then in sort of, in the face of the CDC's findings that we don't need masks if you're vaccinated. The reason why LA County is asking for all people to wear masks indoors is quite scientific, actually. It's so that they can isolate the spread more of this Delta variant and just figure out where it is,
where it's coming
from,
right.
To sort of pinpoint things. Right. Here's my thing. As much as I love science and math and logic.
Wait a minute. Hold up. How are you going to say that in order and be like, as much as I love all of these concrete things that we actually live by from day to day, I want to hear what the fuck you going to say after setting it up that way.
Yeah. I don't want to be a part of your science experiment anymore. I did my part. I followed all your rules and regulations. I separated, I distanced, I was responsible. I cleansed, I rubbed my knuckles raw last year. I mean, I'm not joking. I had lesions on my knuckles from scrubbing my hands so fiercely every 13 seconds, every time I touched something, because I didn't want to give shit to my mama, right? So I did your thing.
Right.
And this at this point, LA County is asking this to try and figure out and help and with all the people who aren't vaccinated. And if you are not vaccinated at this point, it's most likely because you do not want to be. And at this point, I just have to say, good fucking luck. But I'm not putting on a mask indoors. Good luck with your motherfucking life. But I'm not putting on a mask indoors. I did all I can. I'm a nigga named Pedro out here in these streets. It's a lot of shit trying to kill me. And I'm going to live my motherfucking life. But I've done it right. I did my part scientifically. Right. And now if you don't want to get vaccinated, that's on you. And good luck with that shit. I'm not going to be part of the experiment. I'm done. I'm good.
You know how much hand sanitizer I end up buying that I still got? I got so much, and I got put it this way. I got the tub hand sanitizer. I don't want to either, but I think that the bottom line is there's nothing wrong with masking up if you're in a big concert or something like that. But if you're not vaccinated, but if you are vaccinated, it is kind of like, so I let you vaccinate me. I waited 2 weeks, went and got another vaccination, then had to wait another 2 weeks before I could even hug my fucking son. And now you're telling me this shit? Oh my goodness. Tell you what you're going to do. The motherfuckers that's not vaccinated, we should actually get a tattoo on their fucking forehead and say, and I'm not, no, okay, maybe that's almost like Mark of the Beast, or that makes it a little bit Holocaust.
Getting a little Germany.
A little Germany, my bad. No, I just think that, but the reasons a lot of people that are not getting vaccinated is the silly part to me. There's some people that are not getting vaccinated because, you know what? Biden told them to get vaccinated. There's other people that are not vaccinated because they're like, well, Trump didn't tell me to get vaccinated. There are actually people that are actually going like that.
And and honestly, too, I heard this point a couple of days ago or whatever, and I was like, oh yeah, I had never thought about that. But there are some people who legitimately have just phobias of getting shots.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, getting stuck in my arm isn't something I'm like, yeah, plug me. Like, no, it's not a natural thing. Like, let's stick this thin piece of metal into my muscle. Like, so some people have a legitimate psychological phobia to that, whether it was COVID or flu or the goddamn diphtheria,
but
polio.
The politicization. If I'm trying
politicization.
The politicization.
The politicization.
The politicking. The tribal bullshit reasoning of, well, I don't want to because you're not going to take my freedoms. And then you got black people who have apprehension with the medical profession out there and alcohol, just the medical system, because of so much dirt shit they do to black people, thinking that we're stronger, we could take more pain. The fact that you look at the Tuskegee experiment, the fact that they did do that to us, and there were other experiments other than the Tuskegee experiment, which was the most exposed, that they found out they did all that dirt. But there was other situations where black women, they were experimenting on black women pertaining to gynecology and all of that. So it makes black people on a whole a little bit more apprehensive pertaining to trusting the government to do the right thing and give us the right shit and not fuck us over. So I understand black people's apprehension, but I don't understand pigmentally challenged people's apprehension or white people's apprehension, when basically you're in a society and a medical business that basically would constantly set you up to win. So
I don't understand that. Black people, you should be reassured that this vaccine isn't meant to kill us, because they passed it out to white people first and in greater numbers.
But how do you know they gave
rich people were stepping on Negro babies to get to the vaccine? Right. Okay, so it's not meant to kill us. It's just like it's really not. It's not that, right?
I don't think they want to kill us. I don't think they want to help us either. But I don't think they want to kill us because we're worth too much money. And I don't mean like damn, we're slaves. No, we're worth too much money in the economy. If you look at the economy, black people spend more than most other minorities. I mean, we really not all minorities, because the Persians get it in. But I'm just telling you right now, we are a huge part of the economy, and we're a huge part of the voting bloc. So that's just real.
Yeah, man. So, but realize at this point, whether you're a herd immunity theory believer or whatever, America is. I'm
laughing at the same shit you just looked at.
Yeah, you know it.
I got it.
Stepped on as a baby. You know what it is.
I'm sorry. I got to put it there for y'all.
Yeah, let the crowd enjoy that. But the reality is, man, America is only 46% fully vaccinated. Right. So that won't get us to the herd immunity. And for those who are avoiding it, so for those who are avoiding it, just know that you're part of the problem. And in LA County, I'm sorry, I'm not participating in your experiment to try and figure out who the unvaccinated ignorant motherfuckers are. Like, I'm sorry, that's let it go then. Let the Delta, Gamma, Alpha, and RVA Gourmet was pointing out, all the Delta virus is from India. And they all have these sort of different origins. I think the Gamma is from South Africa, she was saying. Yeah. So like,
and there was one out of
Brazil. Beta is out of Brazil. The Alpha, I think, is Britain or whatever. So
right.
UK. So
the Delta is the most dangerous. The Delta is the most dangerous pertaining to fatality. I'm
a fan of Greek shit. You know what I mean? Like, we live our life over here.
But I know we want to live our life. But I'm telling you right now, Pedro, there's some shit that people. And now they're trying to do the same thing they did it was China. Now they're doing that to the Indian people, when in actuality, there's a lot of Americans, you motherfuckers, that are the ones that are helping this shit spread. If you look at what they did in Iowa when they had a biker rally where 300,000 bikers showed up, and they said, we're not going to wear a mask because it's against Biden and the Democrats. And then right after that, there was a spike. The largest spike in America, one of the largest spikes in America, was in that area. Mm-hmm. And that's just a fact because of these dumb, cunt, backward Americans that do that dumb shit. So now we got to deal with your dumb shit, because you won't do it. Now, I was apprehensive at first, but I went and did it. But the bottom line is, apprehension shouldn't be just flat out stupidity.
Nigga, you have apprehensions about the first day of school, but you still better take your ass in. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of shit is apprehensive, man. But you be brave, move forward. All right, y'all. So we're good. We're speaking of moving forward. We're gonna do that with this show. Forward. Right. We're gonna keep on going, keep on keeping on. And mine's gonna be a quick one, but as we move on, we're gonna do it a little something like this.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro popping in. Hey, with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey,
It's your boy Black Pedro with another popping to let you know what's popping. Oh man, so it's June 29th. I'm gonna do a toast. He didn't drink, at least in my lifetime or while I knew him, but to my late grandfather. Yesterday was my sister's birthday. But today, as I mentioned yesterday, my grandfather would have been 115 years old. And I've titled this segment, oh, here we go. Open the door, Richard.
Yeah.
I get my sense of humor most likely from my grandfather.
Really? I thought it'd be your mom.
I wish my sister was here right now. My mother might possibly have one of the worst senses of humor.
But she said some funny shit. That's why I'm asking. Okay.
No. But you don't really. You think you're laughing with her. You're laughing at her. It's not, she does.
What?
She don't even know when she's being funny. And then when she is funny, it's like for the next 5 years, it's like, but remember that time I was funny? Ha! You know, it's like she does like totally does not like. This was always poignant to me. One time as a kid, I came back from somewhere. My mom was like, what were y'all up to? Or blah, blah, blah. I was like, we were smoking crack. Ha! You know, like, just like totally, just totally joking. You know, like,
wow.
I didn't come in the house all fucked up or nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't do shit as a kid. So, like, it was like a total joke. I'm an honor student at this point. You know what I mean? Like, I am an athlete. Like, I'm not on that path at all. Nigga, I swear, 5 minutes later, my mom came in my room, was like, you don't do drugs, do you? Like, she tried to after school special me. I'm like, nigga, get fuck out of here, man. We joking, nigga.
Let me see your arms.
Yeah, she's like, I know you have track marks. Like,
what?
Do you know what drugs do to your mind? She started frying eggs, talking about this was my brain. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. All right, so Mom Duke's terrible sense of humor. My sister and I have very similar senses of humor, but she doesn't create jokes like I do. Like, we laugh a lot together, but my grandfather was a joker. He always had a line for the ladies. He would fuck with random dudes on the street. Like, one time we were walking down the street and there was a bunch of dudes just sitting on the car. I don't know. Like, somehow he knew it wasn't their car.
Right.
And he was just like, he just walked by. As we walked by, he was like, can you get off my car? And they all jumped off the car, and then we kept walking. They were like, man,
this motherfucker here.
This nigga right here. But my grandfather, probably my favorite joke of his, and I just wanted to tell this on this day. Actually, I'll tell my two favorite jokes of his. I guess I'll start with this one. This is actually my favorite joke, and then I'll do the open the door, Richard. But this is how my grandfather would typically tell it. It's the hottest day in Port of Spain, Trinidad. That's the capital of Trinidad.
Yeah.
And a British businessman is walking down the street, and he's melting from the heat. Full suit on, not used to this, dying. He finds a Chinese, what they call a souvenir shop, souvenirs, right. But in Trinidad, souvenir. And he goes inside, right? In the shop at the counter, they're selling, the Chinese fans for 25 cents. He's like, gotta have that, right? So the British businessman, he buys the fan for 25 cents, goes outside, opens it up. Man, he doesn't get like 2 flaps in before the whole fan just falls apart, right? So he goes back in the store and he's like, so I just bought this fan for 25 cents. As soon as I tried to use it, it completely fell apart. And the shop owner just looked at him and said, for 25 cents, no fan like so, fan like so. That shit cracked me up, dog. I used to love that joke. But open the door, Richard was a thing my grandfather used to do whenever we were standing at an elevator. And he would push, you push the button up or down, whichever direction you're trying to go. You stand there and wait. Well, rather than stand there and waiting, a couple seconds after you push the button, my grandfather would go up to the elevator doors, knock on the doors, and go, open the door, Richard. Like he would just yell that out in the lobby or wherever we were, like, open the door, Richard. And every time the elevator would open and it'd be empty, and you'd be like, well, who the fuck, who is Richard? And it wasn't until I was about 30 something that I learned through a friend that this was a reference to an old song. And it was literally, open the door, Richard. Open the door and let me in. And it's like a dude who lives with another dude, kind of like an Odd Couple thing. But the one dude is a drunk, and he loses his key, and he's trying to get his roommate to open the door. That shit is. And
so he changed it to a bit.
He just made it a bit that he would do at elevators every time. A bit. And so, like, now to this day, if you're ever with me and we're waiting for an elevator, and I end up knocking on the door and going, "Open the door, Richard." That's an homage.
It's actually
to Big Pooks up there, man. So much love to my grandfather. He would have been 115 years old today. Much love. Open the door.
You know what?
He was from Trinidad. That's why the accent was.
That's why the accent. Yeah, don't think. Yeah. Lady Hazel May said, "Richard is my dad."
Well, where was the nigga at in the elevator? Like every time, he never opened the door.
Open the door, Richard.
Yeah, open the door, Richard.
Now you're gonna have me doing that. Like anytime,
open the door, Richard.
And people gonna look at me like, "The fuck is wrong with him?"
Bro, that was my shit. So
that's
what it is, y'all. Savage AF, Black Pedro, popping in. Shang, take us away, man.
Yeah, no, we got a little bit of time, but I gotta let you know. I make sure that you all subscribe to the channel. Which boom. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, which is on iTunes, Stitcher. I mean, the podcast version. I'm sorry. iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and SoundCloud. And apparently, we got a new subscriber who's trying to fly.
It's the fly from Mike Pence's head.
Apparently, he's trying to fly in there. Also, if you get a chance and you happen to have, I don't know, YouTube, subscribe. But if you do that, make sure you do this. Ring the bell, goddammit. Ring the fucking bell. You hear me? Ring the bell. And make sure you follow at Comedian Shang and follow at Black Pedro. At Comedian Shang. Very easy on the gram and at Black Pedro. Make sure you do.
I did want to interject one thing, Shang, before you take us out of here.
All right, no, we got time.
Is that Miss Adverb, my baby mama, daddy mama, who got me pregnant, has requested an official title change from Sergeant at Arms to Minister of Defense.
Wow.
So just officially for the room, so we all know, and I think she's totally lived up to that today. Our Sergeant at Arms, Miss Adverb, has been promoted to Minister of Defense here at Savage AF, and that is specifically at the within the comment section. All right, Miss Adverb, I want you to clearly understand, Minister of Defense don't mean show up in my house and start shooting motherfuckers.
Right. Okay? But at the behest, which I don't use that word behest that much.
He doesn't.
Of the feed, Minister of Arms. And
Minister of Defense.
Minister of Defense. And also, I call her the chica that throw hands.
Handalisa is what we'll call it.
Yeah.
Handalisa nice.
And you can look her up on Handora. Nice if you as soon as you tune to that channel.
When she was a kid, she played Handyland.
Yes, a lot of times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We can keep going with that if you want to.
Shoots and jabbers. That's what she did.
But and by the way, all people who are trolls must die. So just wanted to throw that in here. All people who troll,
all dogs go to heaven. All trolls
must die. And my Shangri today is the disappointment and elation at the same time of my people, which my last feed was the elation of how excellent we are, Black excellence. But I watched something recently that made me feel like, is this all we are? Hey, y'all, check this out. I don't know if you watched the 2021 BET Awards. I'm just saying that as Black folks, this is one of our biggest award shows. It actually rates bigger than the MTV Awards. Believe it or not, it does. But at the same time, it was very sad. It made me feel sad because some of the imagery they showed, like that, I don't want to see Samuel Jackson do that. I just don't.
That's really from the thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And BET Awards was nothing but twerking and thugs.
I'm sorry, Miss Adverb just called them the EBT Awards.
They might as well be.
I hate y'all niggas, man. Sorry, go ahead, Stay.
No. And we need that in there because it was absolutely one of the worst fucking awards. It was nothing but twerking. It was nothing but twerking and more twerking. And more twerking. That's all it was twerking and asses and twerking. Now I love asses, but it was I love asses. I love big booty hoes. I love them.
All I want for my birthday.
That's all I want for my birthday. But this show was nothing. It was like thug, 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 thug. Nobody with real rap skills. Nobody, or it was twerk, 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 twerk. And that's all I saw through the whole fucking show. And people were loving it and clapping for it. And I was sitting there going, am I lost? Am I the only one? Now, I'm not mad at her coming out pregnant and showing her belly button and everything while she was pregnant. But it was just nothing, a substance that I really saw a substance. It was a lot of shock value. It was a lot of the same old, same old. It wasn't that funny. It wasn't that much stuff that I went, oh, that was brilliant. At least when they had some of the hosts as comedians, it was a little bit more fun. And, you know, Lil Nas X, I understand he's doing his thing. He came out with the devil worship shit and he tongued down one dude and said, you know what? That's not enough. Need to tongue down another dude. And so I get it. I mean, if you flaunt your sexuality, no problem. But you got to have some skills too. And I understand showing up in a wedding dress. I get it. I get it with your top out, your chest out. But it was just nothing but garbage. The EBT Awards, unfortunately, which I think is very funny. And thank you for, I mean, I can't use that nowhere, but damn it, I'd bite that, but I can't.
Why not? You better.
No, I ain't gonna bite that. But I'm just telling you, if you saw the BET Awards, let me know in the comments what you thought, because I just thought it was twerk, 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 same old, twerk, 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 same old, twerk, twerk, twerk. No people with real skills as hip hop artists that I really saw. The only ones that were kind of standouts, her. I don't know if y'all know who her is, but her kind of cool. Not, you know, missing a little bit something, but she was kind of cool. But
oh no, I'm all about her. Her and LMA,
there were some people on there, but the majority of the show was just not what I thought we can be. And I want us to do better. The BET Awards could be better and do better, but it was just the same old shit. And let me know what you think. I think we need to elevate ourselves pertaining to what we're putting out there in the imagery, because trust and believe, if you see Black women twerking, every other fucking singer twerking and nothing but asses in the air, even though me and Pedro both like asses, we love Black women asses.
Endorser of asses.
Yes, we endorse.
Meg Thee Stallion could also catch many of these if she was ever willing to. They could catch it. They could catch it, but it's just the imagery I saw was nothing that made me feel proud. And I maybe the BET Awards, maybe I'm old, and maybe the BET Awards is not supposed to make you feel proud. Well, but I don't even know if it's about old, but I'm looking at our comments, and it seems like most of us missed it because I think a long time ago we realized that, you know, BET, MTV, any of these things, like hip hop in general, you know, it's kind of walked away from that, you know, late 80s, 90s greatness that was, it had a mix of conscious dudes, you know, party songs and thug shit. You know, right. It was a diverse genre of music. Truly, it really was. But it's been pared down to nigga, thug clip, gun clip, pussy. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. Right.
Actually, Pedro, that was actually one of the songs that won.
nigga gun clip pussy.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Yeah. So you know, that's that, you know, I think the reason why most of us are not tuning in, and the Big Joe Weezy, these are 3 words. If you're a real hip hop head, these are only 3 words you ever need. Wu-Tang forever. Okay. Like
Wow.
it's like we come from that. So it is going to be hard for us to latch on to the EBT Awards in their current state, or even the MTV Music Video Awards, or any of these things. It's like none of this quite feels like hip hop to us, right?
Or not even hip hop, R&B. But I heard, don't get me wrong, there was something. But it just, and I get the shock value with Little Nas X, and I get this imagery, and I get it. But
by the way, I think he just kissed the same dude, but on different sides. Because look, and then the Egyptian dude never got kissed. King Tut on the you see him? Yeah. It's just really just the same. Yeah, King Tut is just like, where's my kiss? So, but enough of that. That's cool.
Yeah, let me move from that. But Savage AF.
But the reality is, yeah, it's.
I'm trying to cut it off.
There should be room for all of this in hip hop, right? Like it's not I have no problem with that. But it all got pared down to these certain types of things, and now it does seem to be this sort of emasculation of the MC, right? Like even the non-overtly gay guys who aren't Lil Nas X, like they carry purses and things like that. And like, listen, guys, with your man purse merch thing, it's like, I'm really not, but I'm just like, what are you carrying more than a wallet, key, and car keys and house key, like, and a phone at this point? Like, yeah, what is in there, nigga? Chapstick?
Right. It should be your
eyebrow
wallet,
lotion.
It should be your wallet, your keys, and your dick. That is.
I know some security motherfuckers that carry like the little chest things, and they got things in them. You know what I mean?
They got those things.
They got magazines. They got handguns in there. And maybe some of y'all have that in there. I don't know.
The BET Awards made me, when I was watching, I was just going, So Savage AF, just wanted to get that off my chest. A lot of people, and as you get older, maybe you just don't want to watch that kind of shit. But it was it was just not the same as maybe I remembered award shows being. And when you see it, and I'm not saying this before I bounce the old school thought process, but then when you would see a Stevie Wonder on the same show as Prince, and Beyonce, or people that actually,
I saw Mary J. Blige open for Prince at the
with talent, actual talent, and now it just seems like everything's watered down, or shock value means more than music value or musicology or music, IQ. It just, as long as it's like, yeah, man, I pulled a gun on this other motherfucker, pow, 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 nigga, and that's your hook. But J. Cole and they don't get bigged up as much on there. And believe it or not, Kendrick Lamar, I've watched the BET Awards because I want to see our people, and I've been at the BET Awards. Blessedly, I've been lucky enough to be invited, and you don't see a MC like Kendrick Lamar as bigged up as you do Little Baby, the Baby. Like that one gets bigged up, but you don't.
I will say, Rockstar is my shit.
Brand
new Lamborghini, fuck a cop car.
I know, but I'm saying, but Pulitzer Prize
on my hip like I'm a cop.
Pulitzer Prize winning motherfuckers with skills like Kendrick Lamar doesn't get bigged up, but we big up a lot of this other shit. So Savage AF, I don't know if you you guys get what I'm saying, and I don't know what you mean, Nicole H, when you're actually saying more than they say, Shang.
Well, she's saying you're. Whenever we make up lyrics, it's actually probably more profound than anything they're writing.
Wow.
And she also said "Da Baby," "Lil Baby." I feel like Lil Baby is a redundant name.
Yeah.
Like big ass baby. You know what I mean? Like babies tend to be
grown ass baby.
Relative to grown humans, most babies are little.
Most babies are little. So
like Lil Baby seems like
like dump truck baby, which is
like big ass baby, giant baby, honey, I blew up the baby. I get it, but Lil Baby is like that's
Ram Tough Ford baby. I can see that.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
But I just feel like show more of us in a better light. Savage AF, just wanted to get that off my chest. And by the way, again, all trolls must die. Thanks to Miss Adverb for being the best soccerman they fucking
Minister of Defense. Minister of Defense. We salute you.
Thank you guys for all checking us out on the show. And also thank you for getting our subscribers up on our YouTube channel. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. And also one more thing, our Facebook page has increased within the last couple days, 176 people.
Hey, thank you guys.
And so the booster working. I've been sending out invites to you guys, and you guys have responded to that. But when you go to the Savage AF page, don't just subscribe to that page. One more click, and you're subscribing to the YouTube channel. We appreciate y'all, if that makes sense. All right? All right, I appreciate it. And my voice is a little bit hoarse from being on the road, and I got to do a show tonight and tomorrow night. So I might be sounding like I play jazz for the rest of the week.
This next tune I comprised while on the road.
Lubby Dubby Dubby is the name of this song.
Brooklyn 965. Yo. I see you, boy.
Yo, what's going on, yo? Savage AF, subscribe to the channel. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. We gonna see you. And then, Thursday night, I'll be able to be here Wednesday, Thursday, because my flight is not until 10. But I am flying. I will be doing a show this weekend. If you're in the Cleveland area, I will be at the Improvisation in Cleveland, Ohio, the 2nd and 3rd for 4 shows. So make sure that if you happen to be in the Cleveland area or you got anybody in the Cleveland area, make sure you come to the show. It'll be me, live, uncensored, raised by tigers, trained by ninjas, and funny as fuck and ready to kill. All right? Tiger ninjas, which is actually tigers dressed as ninjas are the ones that taught me.
Because they don't want to show their stripes.
Anyway.
All right, y'all. Savage AF. We'll be right back here tomorrow for your ass.
All right,
yo. Like up in your face, man.
Doses, motherfuckers.